Hey everyone, welcome back to Evony with Genghis. We're in Austerlitz and we're checking out Covenants Part 2, how they work with assistants. Obviously, to get Covenant generals, you needed to spend a lot of money. If you're spending money, use the promo code with Aptoide across the top of the screen, save an extra 5%. So I did Part 1 of this yesterday. The test was to see if Covenant buffs work as an assistant, and they do. So I used Napoleon as the assistant yesterday, and his buffs work. Check out the video. But now, his covenant, right? Napoleon has a covenant, and one of those generals, Messina, has a covenant. So I wanted to see if his buffs would work. So Napoleon's an assistant, and his assistant covenant, a person in Napoleon's covenant, is not part of the battle. Do those buffs take place? So I do one preliminary attack. We're playing Rhythm, the old Rhythm account. So here's Messina's buffs, and you can see the next one I'm going to unlock is when attacking, siege attack and archer attack range minus 5%. So I couldn't do this on server because no one has high enough buffs to cap me so that you could actually see the buffs change when I upgraded Messina. So I did the preliminary attack, and now I am just spending the battle, attacking, getting my generals in the Messina Covenant up so that I could then upgrade him mid-battle. So I could do one attack before he has that range debuff and siege debuff, and then one after he has it. So now I'm ready to go do it. I've upgraded it. I've saved you guys the time of seeing me upgrade those generals. I had some of those Covenant officers at like 30-something. level, and I had to put them on subs and attack away for a little bit, get them up. So put the Monarch gear back to where it was, which was my Ares collection, which is all troop, all purpose attack. And then the important thing is to get the same debuffs back on there for this one. And now we're going to go ahead and do the attack, and then we'll look at the reports and see the result. And here's my Messina. He is upgraded. You can see, so we're looking for 5% extra on the attack range and attack siege debuff. So I'm just checking out the old report, and I did send Napoleon as the assistant to Marcus. So I'm going to send the exact same attack, and they're probably like, oh man, Rhythm, old Rhythm's getting soloed. This is going to be awesome. Why would anybody do that, dummy? Nope, just Genghis making a crappy video. And we're going to figure this out. I do get conclusive evidence. So that is one thing. Usually Evony always disappoints and battlefield buffs are different. But in this case, it actually worked out. So I do know for sure. So you could see the Archer and Siege attack debuff is 719 and 739. And then we go to our next one, and it's 704 and 724. So a 15% difference. And that left me confused. I was like, but it's only 5%. And then I thought about it for a while, and I looked back at some stuff. And basically, I screwed up with my Monarch debuff gear. So I'm going to show you in a second what I did. And the way I figured it out was for that 5%, it would have went the opposite way. So it should have ended up going to from 739 and 719 to 744 and 724. But I figured out what happened, and I'm going to show you right here. So this is exactly what happened. At the start of the battle, I always go with Ares gear. And for that attack, I went for Ares gear. But what I did at the start of the battle, and I remember this, I put the healing crown on to heal just before I went in. As opposed to, let's go right back to my natural Ares gear that I would normally use so that it's on there. As opposed to this, which is minus 15%, next level minus 19. So if we add the difference between the two, 739 and 724, that's 15. 719 and 704, that's 15. So I did not get the 5% buff from Messina being not involved in the battle as Napoleon's covenant. And just to show you what I am talking about for anyone who's like, huh? So Napoleon has a covenant right here, Messina, and he has a covenant. So I thought maybe they'd be attached to Napoleon for life, but they're not. They only take place if they're in a battle with Napoleon. So what we see here with Napoleon on the covenant is these people right here. They only matter to Napoleon to make up the points to earn Napoleon's covenant. If they have a covenant, it's not tied for life, which is probably a good thing because let's face it. So if this was tied to life to Napoleon, then what if Roland got a covenant? Napoleon gets that too? And then what if in Napoleon's covenant is Hannibal? Napoleon gets that too. So it does have to draw the line some way. So I think Evony made the right decision here, because think of the advantage for massive coiners if they just had covenant after covenant after covenant. So happy to bring this news to you guys. Live stream on the weekend. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys join in and like, subscribe, leave a comment.